Sandeep Jaitley, what is the Austrian school?
The Austrian school is the school of Karl Menger. Now, Ludwig von Mises, we've all heard of, he was a second-generation student of Karl Menger. But Karl Menger was the founder of the Austrian school, and he founded it on only one axiom. And that axiom is that value does not exist outside of mankind's consciousness. So basically, all other forms of economics, classical, neoclassical economics, ascribe value to something else other than the human mind. So this concept gave birth to marginal utility, which I'm sure many people are familiar with. It's the border use of something that determines its value, and the economics of border use is the Austrian school.
Okay, now, so consciousness is where the axiom upon which the economics of Menger and the Austrian school rotate. Now, this implies a high degree of subjectivity, and in the Austrian school, because they take into the psychological and mass psychology, it's almost Freudian. It would be Freud meets, that's the point, isn't it? Because these other schools of economics, they tend to approach economics empirically, but what we've discovered is that it's completely irrational, especially with the behavioral. Doesn't the behavioral economics model that's come out in the last couple of years and won a couple of Nobel Prizes, doesn't that completely legitimize and emphasize the school of Austrian that you're talking about?
It does, but Max, you have to. I'm a mathematician, and it's taken me quite a while to realize that most of the equations, no, all of the equations in neoclassical economics are rubbish. They're vacuous. The differential equations describe nothing. Economics is not about mathematics, it's about the human being. Maths is just a language. If you have no philosophy, then it's useless, and they have no philosophy.
Right, and in the 2008 crash, these banks said that, well, our quantitative analysis was wrong, and the risks that we thought we had hedged, it didn't work out. And what you're saying, what the Austrian school would say, is that that was baked into the cake from the beginning, because it's impossible to come up with a mathematical formula to quantify and predict the machinations of the collective unconscious, effectively.
Absolutely, Max. And it's obvious to me, but it's obviously not obvious to them. I don't know why.
Right, okay. Well, that's all the time for we have, actually. And I want to have you back on again soon to get into this a little bit more, because I think that with Ron Paul now slated to be the Inquisitor, grilling Ben Bernanke on his irresponsible flagrancy by destroying the U.S. and global economy, we're going to need your insights going forward. So anyway, thanks for being on the show, Sandeep Jaitley.
Thanks, Max.